But this segues into number 5, and that is how to handle social media. And this is all over the news right now because lawmakers are coming to the understanding, maybe a lot slower than some of us, of the damage that social media does to kids. And we've got a 12-year-old in the house, and she's often asking to get certain apps or this or that, whether it's Spotify. She wants Spotify. Okay, I don't have a problem with that. Let's go to set it up. Got to be 13. Okay, so no Spotify for you. Pinterest. She wanted Pinterest the other day, which of all the social media things, Pinterest, it's not my thing, but I understand the value of it. So she texts me and says, hey, Mom said it's okay if I get Pinterest. What do you think? And I said, well, my first question, what's the age limit on it? And and I had no idea. I assumed it was 13 because most of them are, and it was 13. So, hey, not right now because you're 12. Some of you parents navigated that, and that's between you and God and Mark Zuckerberg. But they're coming and they're understanding, okay, the damage that it's doing psychologically and emotionally to kids. It's unhealthy.
Right.
Now, for us, and we've talked about this in other episodes, for us, the age we've told our kids is you can get social media when you're 16. In fact, when Catherine, our firstborn, turned 16, that was part of the literal day of her 16th birthday, setting up a Facebook account for her and Instagram. And you know what? She
hasn't signed into them.
She got her new phone and hasn't even signed into them, and it's been a while. So she's not concerned about it. Our second-born, Isabella, turned 16, and I said, hey, you want to set up social media accounts? No, I'm not really interested in that.
She said, do I have to?
Yeah, she's like, I'm not really interested. I'm like, that's fine. Eventually, we'll get her on social media so we can have an opportunity to teach and train her with it.
Yeah,
and
before
maybe
she's out on her own.
And so at least I've had some teaching and training. If you never want to open it, that's up to you. But at least she's had some help with it. But to say that, all that to say this: social media is not going anywhere. We need to teach our kids how to use it, and you need to figure out the right age that they can handle it. And you can set limits as a parent on how often they're on it and whatever else, and who can be their friend. But all of that is part of the training. But to think about it, and this is something we tell our girls. We said it with phones and text messages, but we also say it with social media. Whatever you post, once you push post, it doesn't belong to you anymore. It literally belongs to the world, and it is out there forever. So everything you post could prevent you from getting hired someday. It could keep you from getting the job that you want. The stupid stuff you post in college could haunt them for a lifetime. So using wisdom, just like you would with the things that you say, we teach them, hey, use wisdom with your words. Use wisdom if you're sending that text. And we said this with pictures, like, hey, if you're going to text somebody a picture, it doesn't belong to you anymore. So you think long and hard before you push send. And the same is true on social media. So I think about what James 1:5 tells us, because maybe we're not sure. Should I really post this? Should I really send this? Should I really say this?
Yeah.
And James wrote this: if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask God, who gives generously to all without reproach, and it will be given him. In other words, if you aren't sure and you need wisdom, we can ask God, and he will very freely give it to us. And I think this is probably my most claimed promise in the entire Bible.
Amen. Yeah.
My most claimed promise from God is, hey, God, you said you'd give wisdom. I really need it right now. And so teaching them in the area of social media is going to be important for them, because like we said, what they do on social media, what they do online could haunt them for the rest of their lives.
That's right.